Hello and welcome everyone to St. Mary's, the softball field. Well, it'll be the venue of the Heartland Conference Championship. It'll be decided here today. The theme for your St. Mary's Rattlers going into today, we will show you how great we are. A theme that they've only thought of this week, but a theme that they've really been living out all year. It's been a year highlighted by defeating last year's national champion Central Oklahoma, then a 14-game winning streak, but no, that wasn't enough. An 18-game winning streak followed after that, which led to your Rattlers being ranked as high as number 3 in the nation. And after all that, we have a Heartland Conference Championship to be decided here today. St. Mary's, they'll have to win one game before they lose two. The opposition today, well, it couldn't be any other. St. Edward's, the Hilltoppers, they fought their way back through the losers bracket and will oppose the Rattlers. The Hilltoppers, a team headlined by the Heartland Conference Player of the Year, Kendall Lucas, and the Heartland Conference Pitcher of the Year, Sarah Dubrow. But it'll be an uphill battle for the Hilltoppers. They'll have to win 2 games before the Rattlers win once. Nicole Sardalich just now stepping into the box. Sarah Dubrow, as previously mentioned, she'll be on the mound here today. It's that pitch out of the zone, 1-1 now the count. Joining me at this time, Brian Maglio, and I forgot to introduce myself as well. I'm Joe Rodriguez of the Rattler Network. And Brian, a championship Saturday about to get underway. What Rattlers are you looking for to step up here today?
I'm looking forward to seeing Emily Britton do work as she has done so for her entire collegiate career. Britton has been nothing short of spectacular throughout this season as well as this Heartland Conference tournament. In the first game of the tournament, she threw a complete game, one-hit shutout over the University of Texas Permian Basin, and she did extremely well against St. Edward's yesterday in order to clinch a spot here in today's game. On the other side of the ball, however, St. Edward's, they have this year's Heartland Conference Pitcher of the Year on the rubber this afternoon for them, Sarah Dubrow, as she assesses a 5-pitch walk to Nicole Sardalich. Dubrow, a terrific season as well, shared the honor with Britton last season, so look for a real pitcher's duel between two very good teams. These two teams, the number 1 and 2 teams in the Heartland Conference.
And these two teams very familiar. Let's go on ahead, get more in-depth with Sarah Dubrow. That's sparkling 1.63 ERA on the year as that bunt's laid down by Nichols. A flip to first in time, and Sardalich will move on up to second. Dubrow also the 19-10 win-loss record so far on the year, and an outstanding 189 strikeouts as compared to 27 base on balls, as here comes Taylor Vadrine now to the plate.
And early on, St. Mary's getting a runner in scoring position. A peculiar situation to be in if you're St. Mary's. The host team, however, the away team in this game, they were the away team as well in the first matchup against St. Edward's yesterday morning.
And that decision assessed by a coin flip that was done last night. 1-0 the count here to Vadrine. See Dubrow cup the ball there, a swing and a miss from Vadrine. Let's go on ahead and meet the Rattlers starting lineup. Leading off, Nicole Sardalich, saw her already, she's on second base, she'll be playing third. Katie Nichols, the center fielder, will bat second. Taylor Vadrine, number 3 hitter at the plate now in left. Haley Richter will bat cleanup and be the first baseman, that one high, 2-1 the count. After her, it'll be Reagan Patterson, the designated hitter. Amanda Villa will bat 6th and play second base. Alex Rodriguez will be doing the duty behind the plate and batting 7th. Miranda Medina, the shortstop, will be batting 8th. And then we have Moreno playing right field and batting 9th. 2-2 now the count. And you mentioned it, Brian, already a runner in scoring position, an opportunity for the Rattlers. We saw these two teams an 8-7 game the last time they met. That was yesterday. But scoring opportunities have to be taken very seriously, especially early on in the ball game. we don't know if you're not going to get another opportunity for the rest of the game.
And especially with the pitchers in the circle this afternoon, runs will be hard to come by, but let's not take away the fact that both these teams are more than capable of putting up runs on the board.
2-2 pitch. That one trying for the inside corner. Vidrine able to hold off on it. It'll be a full count. Haley Richter, the Rattler leader in RBIs, waiting on deck. Vidrine, though, no slouch in her own right.
The 3-2 pitch hit right back up the middle, deflected by DeBro, and the throw is in time as the speedster Vidrine is gunned down by the shortstop Lucas.
Sardalich able to move up one more bag. Vidrine pretty much had a hit stolen from her right there, as it did go off the glove of DeBro. Score it 1-6-3 right there. Here comes Richter to the plate now. First pitch, a bit high, 1-0. Haley Richter, a .333 hitter on the year, 57 the amount of RBI she's had. And that theme that I mentioned earlier on, we will show you how great we are. A theme that was thought up by the players, as this one hit high into foul territory, and it'll just get out of play. It's off the netting. 1-1 will be the count. Most of the players, you'll see they're wearing rubber wristbands today. They'll be blue wristbands. They have the words written on them. The parents and other members of the crowd, they'll be having the yellow ones that they'll be sporting. Actually thought up by Taylor Vidrine and her mother, and she has them. 1-1 the count. DeBro looking in. That one high, 2-1 now. I actually talked to Nicole Sardalich about that theme. The idea behind it was Sardalich, here's the 2-1, a bit low as it hits the dirt, 3-1. And some of the other players, they might have felt like they had something to prove coming into this Heartland Conference tournament, whether they had won various Player of the Year awards or not. They felt like no matter what, they always had something to prove to everyone. 3-1. So that one hit by Sardalich into the glove, and the catch was made in the air by Lucas, and that'll do it for the inning. The Rattlers threaten, but not able to produce a run on the board. No runs, no hits, one left on base. We'll head to the bottom where the Hilltoppers will take bat.
With 12 premier institutions across 4 states, the members of the Heartland Conference are proud partners of their communities and NCAA Division II. We are committed to the academic and athletic success of our student athletes. The Heartland Conference offers a vibrant championship experience with schools that are nationally competitive, engaged with their communities, and supported by hundreds of thousands of fans who promote a positive game environment. To learn more about the Heartland Conference, visit us at heartlandsports.org. Choose Division II. Choose the Heartland Conference.
And welcome back, everyone. Bringing it back a little bit early. That way we can go on ahead and meet the starting pitcher, Emily Britton. Britton, 26-6 on the year. She tacked on another win to her record yesterday, a 2.15 ERA. And she has herself 82 strikeouts as compared to 37 base on balls. And Brian, when we watch Emily Britton take the mound, what is it about her that just makes her so good, makes her so dominant?
Britton has the ability to throw that first pitch for a strike. She gets ahead in the count almost every time she throws to a batter, and it gives her control on what pitches she wants to throw, as well as pretty much dictate the flow of the game as well. Let's see if she can continue that success here in what could be the tournament championship clinching game here this afternoon.
Yeah, and you mentioned that great first pitch strike she usually throws, and it's only complemented by her tremendous secondary stuff she has as well.
And we've seen every bit of Britain's repertoire here this weekend, from her fastball to her off-speed pitches, as her first pitch misses on the outside corner for ball one.
Leading off, it's Bria Witten, the .341 batting average on the year. Go along with 8 RBIs. That one hit right to Sardalich, and she'll handle it with the catch. So one away here early on. Let's go on ahead and meet the rest of the Hilltoppers lineup. Saw Bria Witten right there, the right fielder leading off. Alex Mayfield, she's now walking her way into the box. She's a designated hitter. Kendall Lucas, the Heartland Conference Player of the Year. She'll be batting third, playing shortstop. Faith Roberts after her. She'll be doing the catching duties and batting cleanup. Emily Mayfield will bat fifth and play left field. Lauren Broad will bat sixth and play third. After her, it'll be Katie Carney. She'll be the first baseman. Sydney Irvin will bat in the number 8 spot. This one grounded to Medina. The hard throw in time for the out, 2 away. And then rounding out the lineup, it'll be Casey Olson, who is going to be playing second base, 2 away right here.
Oh, beautiful job there by Medina. The freshman has really come to her own in her first year in Rattler Blue and Gold, making the play there for out number 2.
And I think the biggest compliment you can pay a freshman is you just forget they're a freshman. They're playing so much they become one of the regulars, and I think Medina has effectively done this year with her great play and her reliable bat. Want to know the count to Kendall Lucas.
And it'll be exciting to see what she has to offer in the coming years, as that pitch from Britain misses for ball number 2.
Lucas, a .394 average on the year, 37 RBIs, 4 homers, an on-base percentage of .455. Here's Britton, and that one will be laced into left field on the ground, and we have our first hit of the ball game, a single for Lucas.
Lucas able to deposit a hit just between Sardalich and Medina on the left side as she continues this inning for the Hilltoppers.
Now here comes Faith Roberts to the plate. Faith, .343, the average on the year, 9 homers, 38 RBIs. Here's Britton. And that one just missed, 1-0.
Faith Roberts in yesterday's game against the Dust Devils of Texas A&M International hit a 3-run homer that pretty much put St. Edwards in firm control as Medina flips it over to Villa in time at second for the force out and the final out of the inning. Now, at the end of the first, no score here as St. Mary's due up next in the top half of the second inning. Stay tuned. You're watching Championship Saturday right here on the Rattler Network.
So much to celebrate in Division II. We're especially proud of our commitment to make a wish.
Division II student athletes led a 10-year initiative to raise funds and help grant wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions.
$3 million have been raised, and hundreds of children's wishes have been granted. We play hard, we work hard, and we support others in need. Why? It's simple.
Because we care.
Top of the second set to get underway. You might have noticed they added a little bit more dirt to the field at second and third. That's to field. It's a little bit dry here today, so a little bit of soft dirt being added, make it safer for the players to slide into those bags. We didn't quite get to do it, so let's go on ahead, meet the Hilltoppers defense. From left to right in the outfield, you have Mayfield, Irvin, and Witten. Broad, she's over there at third base. Lucas and Olsen up the middle. Carney, she's at first. And then we have Roberts behind the plate. And here comes Reagan Patterson to the plate. She'll be taking her swings against DeBro.
The 5, 6, 7 hitters due up this inning for the St. Mary's Rattlers, as the first pitch to Reagan is outside for ball number 1.
And we've seen Reagan Patterson start to come on in the later stages of the season. A .296 batting average, that's in 14 games. As that one, a called strike right there. 4 RBIs, a couple of doubles as well. And when you have that contributor come in and start getting hot for you at the end of the year, it's one of those things that can possibly propel you in the later stages of the year.
And Reagan Patterson, as you mentioned, seeing an increase in playing time as the year has gone on, and she has done a terrific job of contributing to this Rattler lineup, as the 2-1 pitch is swung on and fouled away. 2-2 now the count.
Amanda Villa, Alex Rodriguez due up as well this inning. Patterson looks to dig back in. Here's DeBro with the delivery. And that one bounced in the dirt, 3-2. You see the pattern of the foot drag of DeBro. I noticed it yesterday as well, but she really drags that back foot through her follow through. Here's a 3-2, and that one smacked down the line in left field, a fair ball. Patterson turning for second. There's a bobble out there, and Patterson will stand at second with extra bases for the Rattlers.
Oh, great job by the freshman from Mineral Wells, Texas, able to lead things off for the Rattlers here in the top of the second.
You see Patterson trying to get the dugout fired up. Here comes Villa now to the plate. So I believe we're going to have ourselves a designated runner come in for Patterson. You saw Reagan, she was thinking two the whole way, and the little bobble out there and left, I don't think they're going to charge any kind of error. It was a double the whole way. So we will now have a designated runner. It'll be Sydney Paredes. So from one freshman to another, Amanda Villa now coming to the plate. What's the strategy right here, Brian? Villa at the plate, Rodriguez on deck. Looks like St. Ed's looking for the sack bunt right here. You have good speed out there at second base.
And with nobody out, as you mentioned, the bunt is laid down, and the throw from the third baseman, Broad, is in time, but it does advance Paredes over to third, and that much closer to scoring the first run of the game. And that'll bring up Alex Rodriguez to the plate, who homered yesterday against St. Edward's en route to that 8-7 victory yesterday morning.
Yeah, and Alex also a great candidate for a sack bunt right here. St. Edward's, the infield playing very in. Is that pitch a called strike? It nibbled at the outside corner. 0-1. Alex, a .301 hitter on the year, as her day yesterday ticked her over that 300 mark. 9 home runs, also 29 RBIs. She looks to get under that one, but sends it into foul territory. 0-2 now the count.
And one thing that both DeBro and Emily Britton have in common is the fact that they place their pitches with such precision and accuracy, and with such consistency as well. Both of them excellent at painting the outside corner of the plate, making it difficult for power hitters like Alex Rodriguez to get a hold of one as she takes that pitch for ball one.
Yeah, another thing I like about DeBro after seeing her over this past season, she's not afraid to go on ahead and put one in the dirt. And it's effective when you're ahead in the count if you have movement on the ball such as DeBro does. And there's no way they're going to hit it or put it in a play, but if they offer at it, well then it's a strikeout to your name. That one a bit low and outside as well. 2-2 now the count.
And DeBro yesterday in the elimination game against Texas A&M International was superb, allowing only 2 runs to score in a complete game effort.
The 2-2.
That pitch just misses the outside corner, bringing the count full.
Man, we're talking about barely any centimeters, fractions of an inch, a difference between the first pitch of the at-bat and that last one, but just outside. And Alex, after being down 0-2, is now in a full count. Here's the pitch. That one hit over to third. Oh, between the legs. Oh, it hit the base runner. They're going to call a foul ball as Paredes was in foul territory. And I don't know about that one. Interesting play to say the least.
Brode, the beneficiary of that call right there.
It went between her legs. I think it was going to hit the base.
And a Bill Buckner-esque play right there, but a happier ending for the Hilltoppers as we'll see another pitch in this at-bat.
We'll do 3-2 again. Medina waiting on deck. Here's DeBro. And that one's spoiled and shot towards right field. I gotta tell you, that was an interesting play over there to say the least. But looks like nobody was hurt or anything like that. So 3-2 once again. Bit of a battle already here. Here's the pitch. And Alex shall spoil another.
Alex, one of the more methodical hitters on this Rattler team, really takes her time in trying to understand what pitches are coming to her, and it also helps that she plays catcher for the Rattlers, and she's been spoiling some tough pitches, staying alive in this at-bat.
Here comes DeBro once more. And fouled back once more. And we saw a similar battle between DeBro and another Rattler yesterday. That was between DeBro and Sardolich. And in case you missed it, Sardolich, that 2-run blast as a result, which ultimately was the difference in the game. So the longer this goes on, the better it is for the Rattlers. DeBro, I mean, she's been pitching all week long, so it's possible that she could get a little tired out as she finally wins out on this exchange. And Rodriguez will go down. It was a drop third strike, but Alex headed back to the dugout nonetheless. 2 away now. And here comes Miranda Medina to the plate.
Medina, batting .216 on the year, has started 53 games this season with 9 RBIs and 2 home runs to her name.
That one a bit high, 1-0. And it'll be up to Miranda to make sure that a leadoff double by Patterson does not go by the wayside.
The poise of both these teams a factor in this ball game.
1-1. I think that might be a little bit of an understatement. DeBro has her sign. And that one fouled back 1-2 now. And I mentioned earlier on the follow through the back foot from DeBro. When you see something like that, it becomes obvious that there's a pretty nice follow through and that she's really driving through her pitches effectively.
And it allows for her to gain more power behind her pitches as well as add more velocity.
But also just a consistency thing. You see it in pitchers all the time. They want to make sure their feet go in the same place every single time. 1-2 the count. Oh, and that's a beauty. So DeBro and the Hilltoppers able to work their way around a leadoff double. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left on base. 0 still on the board as you're watching the Heartland Conference Championship on the Rattler Network.
We have so much to celebrate in Division 2. We're especially proud of our commitment to make a wish.
Division II student athletes led a 10 initiative to raise funds and help grant wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions.
Nearly $1 million have been raised, and hundreds of children's wishes have been granted. We play hard, we work hard, and we support others in need. Why? It's simple.
Because we care.
And welcome back. Bottom of the second, about to get underway. St. Mary's and the Hilltoppers, they've played it to a stalemate so far, but it is early on. It'll be the 5, 6, 7 hitters due up for the Hilltoppers this inning: Mayfield, Broad, and Kearney. Emily Britton out there yet again, another inning of work. And Brian, potentially we could see Britton and DeBro go at it again and again, even if both of these teams presumably get a bid into regionals, go at it there again. I gotta tell you, if that's what I have to watch for the rest of the year, I am down for it.
As the first pitch from Britton in there for a called strike one. Yesterday, both teams played in what was an exciting game. Rattlers victorious 8-7. And St. Mary's, as that one lined right to Villa over at second for out number 1. Yesterday, both teams played incredibly well. St. Mary's jumped out to the early lead, and they had a 6-run lead heading into the bottom of the 7th. And before you know it, the lead was cut down to 1, with St. Edward's having a chance to win it in the bottom of the 7th, but Emily Britton able to take care of business, and the Rattlers stave off that comeback attempt.
As Lauren Broads come to the plate. 278 the batting average for her on the year. 17 RBIs.
That one grounded over to Medina at short, and her throw to Richter is in time for out number 2. Now, the fact that St. Mary's, they need to lose twice today to lose the tournament title, do you think that has any factor to their approach in this ball game?
Well, not in this ball game in particular. I mean, I think there's some comfort in knowing, you got to win 1 before you lose 2. And how many times have the Rattlers done that on the year? As that one a called strike. But if you're St. Mary's, right now your mindset is this is not a doubleheader. This is the game right here. And I think that's why you see Emily Britton out there on the mound. And I think that's why you're going to see the Rattlers try their hardest to take this first game.
And the fact that St. Mary's, they were able to win their first 2 games, setting themselves up for this situation here, this tournament, a double elimination format. And it puts St. Edward's in a tough situation, as that one is grounded over to Sardalich, who throws across the diamond for out number 3. We'll talk more about strategy and St. Mary's and St. Edward's making their way to this championship game after this short break. But stay tuned. You're watching the Heartland Conference Tournament Championship right here on the Rattler Network.
And welcome back, everyone. 0-0 as expected and projected. If you look at the 2 starting pitchers in today's game, Alina Moreno now coming to the plate. A .250 batting average on the season. This her 5th start, and couldn't possibly be a bigger start than this, now could it?
Moreno has started both games the Rattlers have played in this Heartland Conference tournament, playing over in right field. And not a bigger spot to be in than this late in the season, as she spoils the first pitch foul for strike 1.
Yeah, and I really like Alina in the addition to the lineup, I should say. The slap bunt, a weapon in softball that we don't really get to see, as this one taken towards left center field, and it's down. Moreno's got some speed. She's on her horse. She's thinking 3 right off the bat. She's going to slide on in there safely. The ball gets away, but a good job of backing it up, and Moreno will stand tall at third base with a leadoff triple.
Oh, the freshman from Pearland, Texas, coming up big with a leadoff double. And St. Mary's inching closer to that elusive first run here of the ball game, as we return to the top of the lineup and Nicole Sardalich.
This is a very familiar situation. Runner in scoring position, Sardalich at the plate to face DeBro. You see DeBro actually talking to her infield, telling him calm it down, play in. Sardalich, 36 RBIs on the year, 4 homers. She's yet to have official at bat today, as Nicole really up in that box right now.
Sardalich potentially and probably anticipating that pitch on the outside corner, and that could possibly be the reasoning why she is crowding the plate just a bit.
Well, the thing I like about Sardalich is she does change her position in the box with regularity. If she wants more power, she'll step off the plate a little bit more. That way she can fully extend her arms, get that power swing going. And if she wants to play for some contact, well, then you better believe those toes are as close to the chalk as possible. 1-1 now the count. Nichols waiting on deck. Infield playing very close to the plate. They're going to try to cut down this run, and it won't matter. A single into right field, and the Rattlers strike first with their fangs out.
And what else is new? Nicole Sardalich coming up big with a single to score Moreno over from third as time is called. St. Mary's, as you mentioned, striking first, and they are a team that is very difficult to beat as it is, and surrender that first run to them, it makes it that much more difficult.
Yeah, and the other thing St. Mary's very good at, they put pressure on their opponents. You can never rest, you can never relax, no matter what part of the batting order you're in or if you're at the plate yourself. St. Mary's is going to apply pressure, and if you do so inning in and inning out, eventually you're going to be able to break through and make plays that decide games.
Now Katie Nichols at the plate. No slouch in her own right as well. This senior looking to add to her tremendous totals this season, batting .336 with 22 RBIs and 2 home runs.
Katie, a sac bunt her last time up. We'll see if she does it again. Nope, looks like she's going to go on ahead and swing away, but strike one called right there.
The Rattlers have pretty good speed over at first, and Nicole Sardalich.
DeBro, here's the 1-0. And that one bounces in front of the plate. Sardalich, though, going to go on ahead, play it safe, and stay put on the bag, 1-1.
You could tell Nicole really wanted to go on that pitch right there, but elected to stay back.
Good base running by her. She knew that she hesitated, so just went on ahead and went back to first. If she had gotten the jump, though, I think that she would have been able to make it to second with relative ease. 1-1. And a called strike inside corner at the belt. It'll be 1-2.
1-2 to count.
Vadrine waits on deck. And if you're Nichols, you're down in the count right here. What's your mentality right now?
Just try to swing at anything close. And that one not close at all. Good eye there by Katie Nichols.
2-2. And I'll agree with you there. Go on ahead, try to put something in play. It's going to be difficult to double off Nichols in a double play. So even if she hits one over towards second base or short, she'll be able to beat it 9 times out of 10 to the first base bag. This one, though, lifted in the air to shallow right center field. Sardalich will have to go on back to first, but the catch is made for the first out of the inning. And now here comes Vadrine.
That's going to bring up number 19, Taylor.
Taylor 0 for 1 on the day. She hit one hard, but it was actually knocked out of the air by DeBro before the play was made by Lucas over there at short. Sardalich still over there at first. Oh, that one inside. I think that Vadrine was thinking about trying to bunt for a hit right there. Saw her hand slide up on the bat.
And then she had to jump out of the way of that inside pitch. Vadrine has the speed. The leader on this Rattler team in stolen bases.
Ooh, called strike right there. Now hear the Rattler crowd. A little bit of a disagreement, I'd say.
Just a smidge. As we have a good turnout for what could be the Heartland Conference Tournament Championship clinching game.
Here's the 1-1, and it's fouled off. 1-2 now.
And with that foul ball, brings the count to 1-2 on the green.
Saw head coach Donna Fields have to two-step her way out of there. Richter waits on deck, 1 away. Here's DeBro with the pitch. That one a bit outside. Check over to first, but Sarlich back in there safely, 2-2. And Brian, we've seen these Rattlers, we've seen them win the Heartland Conference Championship before. So what kind of advantage does that give them against a team like St. Edward's, who maybe doesn't have that experience quite yet? As that one taken into left, but just foul, as Vidrine surely missed out on extra bases right there.
Well, to answer your question, if you're St. Mary's, it's a matter of been there, done that. Several players have already been in this situation, and they have the poise and the confidence that why not? Why can't we do it again? As for St. Edward's, as that breaking ball just misses and the count is full.
Oh, now we hear some disagreement from St. Ed's side. Full count, 1 away.
I think that was a give back for the previous pitch that went for a strike.
And you can tell by DeBro's body language that she wanted that one right there. Full count, 1 away. That one ripped but foul down the left field side. We'll have to do the full count once again.
Taylor Vidrine has 27 RBIs this season to go along with 4 home runs. She was actually the first player to hit a home run in this brand new softball stadium earlier on in the season. And Vidrine able to draw a 1-out walk, and that'll be runners on first and second for Haley Richter.
And now some scary speed out there on the base pass for the Rattlers. If Richter gets anything in a gap, you can fully expect both runners to score. Here comes Haley. She lined out to short her last time up. 0 for 1 on the ball game. DeBro, the pitch, called strike. Good fastball there. Haley digging her way back in. Patterson waits on deck. This one hit into the air towards left field. Mayfield's over there. She'll make the catch, and there will be 2 away now.
Good job by Mayfield, able to get over. She did a bit of the basket catch on that one. Nonetheless, 2 are down with Reagan Patterson at the plate.
So Reagan Patterson, she'll go on ahead and re-enter right here. She doubled her last time up, was pinch run for, and the Rattlers were unfortunately not able to bring that one around. But now with 2 aboard, Patterson shall step in once again. Two away for DeBro, beg your pardon. As that pitch, inside corner, called strike 1. Beautiful day for softball, I'll tell you what. Not a cloud in the sky. That one smacked but foul. Oof.
That one could have taken someone's head off, but nonetheless, now Reagan down in the count, 0-2. Patterson was in this situation against UTPB on Thursday afternoon. Was able to deliver. Let's see if she can get something going as she fouls that one off the plate, and the count stays at 0-2.
Tell you what, that was a I'm staying alive in this at-bat type of swing right there. Good job by Patterson of spoiling that one right. Here's the 0-2. Outside, 1-2 now. Via waits on deck. Wouldn't really expect the Rattler runners to take any kind of risk right here at this point, especially with Patterson, who already has struck for a double, 2-2.
On this next pitch, I wouldn't be surprised if DeBro changes things up a bit and delivers an off-speed pitch.
That or throw one in the dirt, I'm thinking.
She elects to go fastball, and Patterson hits it into the gap. Sardalich slides in safely, and that'll score another run for the Rattlers as credit Reagan Patterson with an RBI single.
Man, and Patterson coming through big once again. And for the Rattlers, 2 is better than 1 as they add to their lead. And now it'll be Via at the plate. Runners at the corners for these Rattlers.
And that's the thing about St. Mary's. They can score runs in bunches. This inning scoring 2. And it'll be up to Amanda Villa to see if she can keep things going.
Sack bunt for Amanda last time she was up. This one, gets away. Patterson, she'll go on ahead and scurry on up to second base. So it removes the force out and possibly makes it so Reagan could score on a single.
And time is called.
And I think for the Hilltoppers, this is a time where they're just trying to go on ahead and regroup themselves.
St. Edward's, quite possibly this meeting could just be, okay, let's get out of this inning, let's stop the bleeding while we still can, and keep this game within range. Although we are still a little early in the ball game, you don't want to get this out of hand as St. Mary's has runners in scoring position.
1-0 the count. 2 in scoring position. Here's DeBro via tomahawk hack at that one, and it'll be 1-1. That's one of those moments where your eyes get very big and you just take a swing, and then you realize your eyes got so big because the pitch was coming for him. Here's the 1-1. That one outside off the plate. 2-1 now.
If I'm DeBro, I just stick to the stuff that got me here to this point. Although she missed with that outside pitch, I go back right to it.
Villa shoots that one right in front of the St. Ed's dugout. Off the netting in front of it. Count will be 2-2. And I suppose a pro of Patterson moving up to second is that DeBro, she could basically go on ahead pitch like there's no one aboard. Because there's no need for a force out or anything like that. So just go on ahead, get the batter at the plate. And she does just that. DeBro, her 3rd strikeout on the day, gets her out of the inning, but not before St. Mary's is able to strike. 2 runs put on the board by the Lady Rattlers as you're watching the Heartland Conference Championship on the Rattler Network.
With 12 premier institutions across 4 states, the members of the Heartland Conference are proud partners of their communities and NCAA Division II. We are committed to the academic and athletic success of our student athletes. The Heartland Conference offers a vibrant championship experience with schools that are nationally competitive, engaged with their communities, and supported by hundreds of thousands of fans who promote a positive game environment. To learn more about the Heartland Conference, visit us at heartlandsports.org. Choose Division II. Choose the Heartland Conference.
And welcome back, Rattler fans. Joe Rodriguez, Brian Maglione with you here. The Heartland Conference Championship underway. In case you're just joining us, the stipulations, the Rattlers, they need to win 1 before they lose 2. St. Edward's, they need to lose 2 before they lose 1. So it's going to be St. Ed's on the bubble. Due up for them this inning, Sydney Irvin, Casey Olson, and Bria Witten, the 8, 9, and 1 hitters. And for the Rattlers, they've had themselves a great season. They've taken advantage of home field. They are now in the championship game, and really just taking advantage of this home field is what the Rattlers needed to do. Go on ahead. You've worked hard all season. You've had yourself an incredible record, and now we see the fruits of their labor starting to come about in what could be the championship game right here. Strike 1 dealt in there to Sydney Irvin.
And what a way it would be to christen this first year inside this new softball stadium for the St. Mary's Rattlers. They clinched the Heartland Conference regular season title several weeks ago here, and they have a golden opportunity to win the tournament title as well in front of the home crowd, as the 1-1 pitch is fouled off by Irvin.
Irvin, a .287 hitter on the year. 13 RBIs, 2 homers. She also has 23 stolen bases on 26 attempts, so I'm sure the Rattlers will be looking to keep her off the base paths here today. That one, a one-hopper back to Britton. Throw over to first, and what is a routine play for Britton right there, but in this tournament, we've seen anything but routine plays made by Britton inside of that circle.
Britton, several highlight plays already in this tournament. A little shovel pass over to first, a Jeter-esque play, and
before that though, off her knee between her legs, turn around 360 shovel pass.
And let's not forget what is now being dubbed the foot play.
We can think of the stomp.
The stomp.
I like that better.
The stomp, where she just
trademark
used her foot to stop a ground ball, and it was just amazing to watch, and nothing more amazing than watching Emily Britton do work. However, she is behind in this at-bat, down 2-0 to Olson.
Olson, a .224 hitter entering play today, 12 RBIs, 5 triples. That's top on this lineup. 3-0 now the count to her. And you see it more and more these days, a number 9 hitter that could be a number 1 hitter if they wanted to, but really just turn over the lineup for the team, as Olson, she'll go on ahead and draw a base on balls. The first base runner allowed by Britton in a little while. Now it'll be up to Bria Witten. Bria Witten, one of the 5 players from the Hilltoppers named to the All Heartland Conference team. With her, Sarah Dubrow, Kendall Lucas, Alex Mayfield, and Faith Roberts. Roberts and Mayfield, they were second teamers. The others were all first teamers. 0-1 now the count. And a called, called low. I thought I heard strike, but it was low. 0-2 now. Gotta worry about Olson over there at first. She does have very good speed and stolen base prowess. That one's fouled away, and the count will now be 1-2. And Brian, St. Edward's, they've been through the lineup once now. What do you have to do to adjust to what Britton's doing now that you've seen her? Or is there really not much of an adjustment, I suppose, today, since you saw her yesterday?
That one grounded right back to Britton. Her throw not in time, and runners will be on first and second. But to answer your question, do things like that, get hits off of Emily Britton, and make things a little more difficult for the Rattlers, get runners aboard, no matter which way, whether it be a walk or whether it be hits like that. And the situations like this are hard to come by, especially against a team like St. Mary's, so you'll need to capitalize and try not to leave any base runners aboard. As
the pickoff. Alex threw it down to second, and sliding in safely is Olsen to third base. And you saw it right there. Olsen, I think she knew that Alex likes to throw down to second at times, and as soon as that throw was there, she just took off for the third bag.
And no one was covering third base because of the threat of the bunt. Good heads-up base running right there by Olsen, and now runners at the corners.
1-0. Runners going, and it was a squeeze play. Rodriguez will apply the tag, and St. Edward's caught in an attempted squeeze. Mayfield was not able to lay it down.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And right there, the Rattlers able to get Olsen on that play, and they keep the score 2-0. However, Witten does advance to second.
A gutsy call right there. Some speedy runners on the base, to be sure. 1-1.
Grounded to Villa at second, and her throw is in time for the third and final out of the inning.
Well, we've got ourselves a roller coaster of a game, to say the least. The Rattlers able to escape and work their way around 2-1. No runs, one hit, one left on base. Rattlers lead it 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the top of the fourth.
With 12 premier institutions across 4 states, the members of the Heartland Conference are proud partners of their communities and NCAA Division II. We are committed to the academic and athletic success of our student-athletes. The Heartland Conference offers a vibrant championship experience with schools that are nationally competitive, engaged with their communities, and supported by hundreds of thousands of fans who promote a positive game environment. To learn more about the Heartland Conference, visit us at heartlandsports.org. Choose Division II. Choose the Heartland Conference.
Top of the fourth set to get underway. It'll be Alex Rodriguez, Miranda Medina, and Alina Moreno due up for the Rattlers, the bottom of the order. But perhaps the story of the day so far for DeBro, 70 pitches thrown through 3 innings. Anytime you have to throw 70 to get through 3, that's not good, to say the least. The Rattlers making the most of their at-bats and grinding it out against DeBro here.
As the first pitch to Alex Rodriguez is in there for strike 1. And the thing about this entire St. Mary's lineup is the fact that they are patient when they're at the plate. You rarely see any of them swing at a first pitch, as that one above the belt for ball number 1.
You've seen a substitution right here. Bogart now coming into the game. She'll be replacing Irvin. Irvin was in center field, but actually it's Witten who will be moving over from right towards center. Bogart will be in there at right field now for Irvin. We saw Bogart yesterday, so a cabinet of good players, I'll say, at the disposal of both of these squads. 2-2 now the count after that inside pitch. Rodriguez back into the box. Here's DeBro. Off speed, and that one's spoiled. Good try there well, good pitch there by DeBro, and I'd have to say that's about all that Alex could do with that one.
Well, once again, we mentioned 70 pitches to get through 3 innings, and she's had to pitch or throw several tough pitches, as that one just misses outside for ball number 3, and it eventually takes a toll on you as the game progresses, and it just benefits the hitters as well. The more pitches they see, the better chance they have of getting a hit.
As this one popped into the air a little bit weakly, over there to make the catch is Carney, and Alex is retired for the first out of the inning. But that's always been the answer to the question, how do you deal with power pitchers? Sarah DeBro, an excellent example of a power pitcher. I mean, all of the strikeouts that she's had on the season, incredible. But the answer to that question is, well, if they're going to strike you out, they have to throw at least 3 pitches right there. And you go on ahead and you start with that as your number. Your number's 3. And then every pitch that you can make them throw after that is a bonus. Every time through the lineup, if you're able to double that number, that's about 54 pitches one time through the lineup. That's tough right there to do and to be successful against. 1-1 now the count. Now DeBro, it's different in softball but in baseball, as we see. But usually the idea is once you hit around that 70 or 80 mark, you start to slow down a little bit, unless you're just a freak of nature and you just get stronger after those 70 or 80 pitches. Case in point, Justin Verlander. But for DeBro, she's going to have to battle her way, and she'll be tested right here by these Rattlers. Here's the 1-2. Medina, I think she fouled that one off of herself, or maybe just her hair. And 1-2.
Giving a little bit of a chuckle there.
See right there, though. It's a foul ball. Get it going ahead, continue the at-bat.
And the thing is DeBro has pitched a considerable amount throughout the course of this weekend. She pitched on Thursday against A&M International, although that was just a 5-inning affair, as she strikes out Medina for her 4th of the ball game.
The second time today Medina's struck out looking.
But DeBro also had to pitch twice yesterday. She came in for relief against these same St. Mary's Rattlers, and then she started the winner advance to this game against A&M International. So she's seen a busy schedule. On the other side of the ball, St. Mary's has only played 2 games to get to this point, as that first pitch to Moreno is in there for strike 1.
Moreno, the triple her last time up, came around, scored the first run of the ball game. The 0-1 hit over towards second. Carney, she went for it initially, but she'll have to go back to the bag, and the underhanded toss, and that'll do it for the inning. So 1-2-3 goes St. Mary's. 2-0, still the lead for the Rattlers as we head to the bottom of the 4th here on the Rattler Network.
We have so much to celebrate in Division II. We're especially proud of our commitment to make a wish.
Division II student athletes led a 10 initiative to raise funds and help grant wishes wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions.
$3 million have been raised, and hundreds of children's wishes have been granted. We play hard, we work hard, and we support others in need. Why? It's simple.
Because we care.
And welcome back, everyone. 2-0, the lead for the Rattlers. As the first pitch from Britton out of the zone. Kendall Lucas, the Heartland Conference Player of the Year, leading it off here for the Hilltoppers. Faith Roberts will be after her, and then Mayfield to follow after. Lucas singled her first time up, and the throw across the diamond by Sartowich for the first out of the inning.
And during the break, we were talking about the difference in amount of pitches these pitchers have thrown. We've already talked about how Sarah Dubrow has surpassed the 70 pitch mark. Emily Britton, so far in this ball game, hasn't even come close to that. She's thrown only 33 pitches. Very efficient work done by the three-time Heartland Conference Pitcher of the Year.
As that one fouled off by Faith Roberts. Faith 0 for 1 on the ball game. She hit into a fielder's choice her last time up. That ended the first inning. Britton, she has her sign. Here's the delivery. Ooh, that off-speed pitch just misses 1-1.
And it buckled the knees of Faith Roberts, who did a good job of holding up her swing. And now we see ones on the board for number 11.
Britton deals. That one fouled back. 1-2 right now. And I think that we've seen a different mentality out of these players here today. And it's possibly a reflection of where they're at in this Heartland Conference tournament right now. St. Mary's, they've been playing back a little bit more, letting the game come to them, taking their time in their counts. Meanwhile, St. Edward's, they're going to have to be the aggressors in this game. I mean, they need this game in order to just stay alive. 2-2. And therefore, I think we've seen them swing earlier at some counts. Like, example I have in my book, 1-0 count, 0-0, 2-0, 1-0 count. That's just the first inning. It shows you the difference in the mentality between these players as we have a full count here right now for the first time today for the Hilltoppers.
And as you mentioned, the pressure of knowing that you need to win 2 games, as Roberts grounds that one just by the diving Sartowich over at third for a base hit. But as we mentioned, what St. Edward's needs to do is try to see more pitches from Emily Britton, which they haven't done, as you alluded to with the pitch counts, as it looks like a pinch runner will be coming into the game. It looks like Gabriella Macias will be entering the ball game. Pinch running over at first for Faith Roberts. But another thing to consider as well is that over the past 2 weeks, these teams have seen plenty of each other. St. Mary's concluded their season with a 3-game set against St. Edward's over in Austin. And St. Edward's got the better of St. Mary's, defeating them all 3 games, completing the 3-game sweep. However, on yesterday morning, St. Mary's was victorious. So both teams know each other very well as play resumes.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm sure if you ask each other how well they know each other, they'd tell you too well. I mean, Kendall Lucas, Emily Britton, they've been going head-to-head for 4 years now. Imagine that, 4 years you've been playing against each other. I think that Emily Britton probably knows Lucas's weaknesses, and Lucas on the same token knows Britton's weaknesses, and that's just one example of a matchup that we're going to be seeing in this tournament and that we've been seeing for 4 years now, as Sardalich able to cut off the lead runner right there with the fielder's choice. 2 away. Here comes Broad. Broad 0 for 1 today, grounded out to short her last time up. That one outside, 1-0. Mayfield over there, good speed, 9 of 12 on stolen bags on the year. This one hit high into the air towards right field. And over to make the play is Moreno. And that'll do it for the inning. We'll head to the top of the 5th. The Rattler advantage still 2-0 here on the Rattler Network.
We have so much to celebrate in Division II. We're especially proud of our commitment to make a win.
Division II student athletes led the 10 initiative to raise funds and help grant wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions.
$1 million have been raised, and hundreds of children's wishes have been granted. We play hard, we work hard, and we support others in need. Why? It's simple.
Because we care.
And welcome back, everyone. Top of the 5th, about to get underway. The 5th inning stretch, as it's been dubbed, because we only play 7 innings here in softball, so you got to get that stretch in there one point or another. It's a part of the game. You got to do it. Well, we're going to have Nicole Sardalich leading off the action here for the Rattlers, followed by Katie Nichols and then Taylor Vidrine. Sardalich 1 for 1 today, a walk and a single. An RBI single, I should say. She also came around and scored a run. 1-0 now from DeBro. DeBro, 4 strikeouts so far on the game. She's retired the last 4 Rattlers she's faced.
Oh, nice breaking ball. finding the outside corner for strike number 1.
I don't know if there's a prettier pitch in softball when that very nice breaking ball is executed on the outside corner. 1-1. Well, you weren't expecting me to come with it again, were you? 1-2 now. I gotta tell you, I don't think anyone was expecting to see that one again for a little while.
It'll be interesting to see if DeBro goes back to that breaking ball or if she brings the heat on this one, the 1-2.
Well, that one popped foul, 1-2 to remain. Outside slow, inside fast. Good combination, I'd say.
And that was more or less a defensive swing there by Sardulich, just trying to stay alive in the at-bat. Here's the 1-2 pitch from DeBro, and that one slapped that over to the left side, and what a diving grab there by Mayfield over in foul territory and able to get out number 1.
And great stretch, way to lay out for the foul ball out there. St. Ed's, you see them trying to get hyped, trying to get excited about it. They need momentum right now, and that's the kind of play that could help set them up for it. As here comes Katie Nichols now up to the plate. 0 for 1, popped out her last time to center. DeBro with the sign. Fastball a bit high. 1-0. Not a bad showing from the St. Ed's crowd as well, out of Austin. Just about an hour away or so. Here's the 1-0. And that one caught the belt this time, so it'll be evened at 1-1. Madrine waiting on deck. This one, a shot hit up towards shallow center. Oh, it's dropped! Witten, it popped out of her glove, and so Nichols will be over at first.
A bit of miscommunication there by the center fielder Witten and Lucas at short. It seemed like at the last minute, neither one knew who was going to get it, and it just bounced off the glove of Witten.
Ooh, don't usually see this. Head coach heading out to talk to Witten. I don't usually see this one at all. Well, I wonder what the conversation is going on over there. Well, the coach knows her player and the time to motivate. All right, well, looks like we're ready to go once again. I think Madrine's ready to go on ahead, head to the plate. You gotta love it. Madrine, she's playing this like it's regular season game number 15 of the year, doing the same shenanigans she's been up to all season.
And players like Taylor Vidrine keep the mood light, and as she hits that one right up the middle, and that is a base hit. But Taylor Vidrine playing as if you're playing in your backyard, playing and having fun. Although the stakes are high in this ball game, you're playing as if you're just having fun in your annual, 4th of July barbecue.
True that.
As Haley Richter digs in.
You know what? Haley 0 for 2 today. I'm going to say she's due. I'm going to call a shot. I'm entitled to 1 per game. Don't usually do it, but I'm going to call it right here. As that one tapped mightily over to third. Caught off the base was Nichols. She got caught napping, and that will be an out.
Oh, great heads-up play there by Brode over at third. She knew she didn't have the play over at first, and good job by Lucas at short to cover the bag. And that'll bring up Reagan Patterson with 2 outs and 2 aboard.
I'm not calling shots anymore, by the way. 2 away, off-speed pitch to start us off. Called strike on Patterson. Reagan has had herself a very nice day. 2 for 2. A double and a single.
And a base hit would be more than enough to score the speedy Vadrine over at second as Patterson fouls that one back.
0-2 now the count. Vadrine at second, Richter at first. Off speed, off the plate, 1-2.
1-2 the count.
If you're St. Mary's, it's opportunities like this you want to capitalize on because no lead is safe, especially against a team like St. Edwards, as Patterson fouls that one off, staying alive in this at-bat.
One and two. Patterson, she'll dig her way back into the box. DeBro, here's the delivery. That one hit into left field. Vadrine's going to be waved around home. The throw, it's going to sail high. Moving up to third is Richter, and Patterson coming through once again. 3 for 3 on the day as the Rattlers' advantage grows to 3 as well.
Oh, what a day it has been for the freshman Reagan Patterson, adding on yet another RBI, and she has had herself one heck of a weekend here in this Heartland Conference tournament as she gets the RBI single.
2 away, here's Villa, a chance to blow it open, and a called strike 1. Villa 0 for 1, struck out her last time up. DeBro with the pitch. Villa, oh! Reactionary to say the least as DeBro able to make the play to end the inning.
That was a hot shot right to her glove,
to say the least, but not before the Rattlers able to add 1 run on 3 hits, 2 left on the base pass. We're heading to the bottom of the 5th, 3-0, the Rattler advantage. welcome back. The bottom of the fifth in the Heartland Conference Championship game. Katie Carney, Bogart, and Casey Olson, the scheduled three, due up this inning for the Hilltoppers as that first pitch bit inside, a 1-0 the count. And as their name says, the Hilltoppers, they're going to have to climb a hill in order to find themselves back into this game and possibly back to a Heartland Conference Championship as they find themselves down 3-0. But this cannot be a comfortable situation for these Rattlers. You mentioned it in the break, Brian. These Hilltoppers, they can put up runs in a hurry. We saw them score 5 in one inning yesterday in an eventual 8-7 Rattler victory.
Yes, the Hilltoppers, much like St. Mary's, able to score runs in bunches. And this 3-run lead, just as good as a 1-run lead, and St. Edward's able to benefit from being the home team as a 4-pitch walk is assessed to Katie Carney.
It looks like we're going to have ourselves a pinch runner coming on in.
And it will be Laura Alvarado, a sophomore from Sam Rayburn, Texas. She'll be seeing her first action of the ball game as she'll pinch run over at first. St. Edward's has to win this game to force a winner-take-all game later on today. St. Mary's, on the other hand, would like to take care of business right now. And they are 3 innings away from doing so.
Britton delivers. That one at the bell. Called strike 1 to Bogart. Bogart, this her first at bat. She was inserted as a defensive substitution. That was in the top of the 4th, but swinging the bat for the first time today. That pitch misses, 1-1 now the count. Marissa Bogart, unusual for the Hilltopper team though. This is her 50th game she's played in this year. A .265 batting average with 11 RBIs, 1 homer. Here's the pitch. That one taken into left center field. It's going to get down. It's going to spell extra bases for the Hilltoppers. Vadrine throws one into the infield. The runner will hold second and third for the Hilltoppers now with none away.
Big time hit there by Bogart. As now St. Edward's has the tying run at the plate with nobody out.
See a conference going down on the mound. It's Casey Olson now coming to the plate. Olson, she walked her first time up, as it's actually the bottom part of the Hilltopper order that's been coming through. The 7 and 8 hitters have both gotten on base, and now it'll be up to Olson, the number 9 hitter. Olson, she walked her first time up, stole a bag as well, although she was caught stealing technically on that squeeze play attempt. That was way back in the bottom of the 3rd. That one, hot shot to Villa. No one to toss to get the double off, but one away.
And that's just what the doctor ordered for the St. Mary's Rattlers. Able to get one out. They're still not out of the woodworks yet. Runners still on second and third with only one out. And Bria Whidden at the plate.
Bria 1 for 2 today. Singled her last time up. That one shot over to Medina, looks the runner back, throw to first. And on 2 pitches, the Rattlers are all of a sudden from a sticky situation to a possible situation to work out of at least. 6-3 the score.
And now at the plate, Alex Mayfield Mayfield has had a terrific tournament thus far. As time is called once again, Alex Rodriguez going to talk to Emily Britton to talk strategy. Mayfield 0 for 2 so far.
Yeah, she's grounded out twice. She's actually only seen 4 pitches today.
And just as fast as the Rattlers had, or excuse me, the Hilltoppers had runners aboard, the Rattlers were able to get 2 outs as that pitch, a beauty from Britton, paints the outside corner for strike 1.
Man, you see the game face on right now for Emily Britton. She's had it on for a while, but it is pretty intense right now. 0-1. Emily deals. Oh, it gets away. The runner, though, staying put as initially Alvarado broke for the plate, but thought better of it.
1-1 is the count now on Mayfield.
And good job by Britton, able to cover the plate in case Alvarado decided to try and score.
1-1 the count.
That was something unusual. You rarely see balls get past Alex Rodriguez. That one grounded. A 2-hopper to short. And Medina's throw is in time, and the Rattlers avert any trouble. They still lead 3-0. The Hilltoppers unable to capitalize on a golden opportunity. We head to the top of the 6th inning. St. Mary's still leading 3-0 as you are watching the Heartland Conference Championship right here exclusively on the Rattler Network.
And welcome back, Rattler fans. Top of the 6th, set to get underway here. Welcome back, of course, to our viewers from Austin. St. Edwards fans, it's possible, you never know. Brian Maglio and Joe Rodriguez here bringing you all the action today. Alex Rodriguez, Miranda Medina, Alina Moreno due up for these Rattlers. But first, Rattler fans, go on ahead, check us out on social media, facebook.com/St. Mary's Rattlers. Also follow us on Twitter and Instagram at St. Mary's Rattlers. It's the same handle for both of those. And then, of course, if you want to check out the VODs, videos on demand, or interviews, you can check out youtube.com/St. Mary's Rattlers. Or if you want all of that content in one convenient location, rattlerathletics.com. You'll get to know more about your players' scheduling details as possibly regional tournaments will be coming on up. That's rattlerathletics.com. 1-1 the count for Rodriguez. She's 0 for 2 today. She's popped out to first and also struck out swinging. The 6th inning getting underway. 2 innings away if you're a Rattler fan from a Heartland Conference Championship. Here's the 1-1. This one hit high into the air towards left, and over to make the play is Mayfield. 1 away for the Rattlers.
And as he saw on that play, Mayfield shielding her eyes with her glove. The sun shining brightly here, not a cloud in the sky on what has been a beautiful weekend full of softball action.
And looks like we're going to get a pinch hitter out of these Rattlers. Kiana Cisneros now stepping to the plate.
Attention now, coming into bat.
She'll pinch hit for Miranda Medina. I like this move. Miranda, a little bit of a struggle today, to say the least. She struck out looking twice. Cisneros now bat in hand, a .333 hitter on the season. Here's the pitch, and a called strike right there, 0-1. Full disclosure, though, on the .333 batting average, that's 1 for 3 on the season, although she has been the Rattlers' go-to pinch runner in most situations. Here's DeBro, outside corner, called strike 2. Cisneros, she scored 10 runs, which, if you take it to mean that every time that she's come into a game, she's been a pinch runner, that means she has about a 50% chance if she gets on base that she'll score. Here's the 0-2, bit high, 1 and 2 now. And we've seen actually both managers going on ahead, not afraid to go to their bench in this Heartland Conference Championships Saturday, I should say. Rattlers using a couple of people off the bench. St. Edwards, it seems like just about everyone's going on ahead and playing today, but a lot of depth, and it's really a strength of these teams. That one fouled off by Kiana. 1 and 2, the count will remain.
And as you mentioned, the depth of these teams, it has really helped them and allowed for them to make it this far in the season and in the Heartland Conference tournament, as the count now all even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Kiana back on in there. Moreno is waiting on deck. She'll see the plate next. That one fouled off just barely. Good heads-up play by Kiana. Hustle it on over to first. You never know. I mean, the umpire might not have seen you foul it off, or you could get away with a quick one right there. Go on ahead and take the bag on the drop third strike. Kiana, very good speed, so if she hits one on the ground, expect a pretty close play on over there at first. Here's the 2-2. And a called strike 3 as that one painted the inside corner for Kiana.
That was a great pitch there by DeBro. Her 5th strikeout of the ball game on her 111th pitch.
Oof. Looks like St. Ed's are going to go on ahead and ride DeBro as far as they can, as Elena Moreno will now dig in, 1 for 2. She had that triple back in the 3rd. Last time up, she grounded out to 2nd. Here's the delivery. A slap bunter. Send one on over towards the dugout. 0-1.
And at what point does fatigue become a factor? If you're Sarah DeBro, you've pitched every single day in this Heartland Conference tournament, pitching twice yesterday, and you're asked to win this game to allow for your team to have a chance at winning the whole thing.
Did she pitch 3 times yesterday? Did she pitch the first game of the tournament, or was it only the against St. Mary's and then the game after that? I'm not positive.
She pitched the Heartland Conference tournament opener against A&M International on Thursday, as that one grounded to short. Lucas able to make the play for the 3rd and final out.
Then she pitched against St. Mary's.
DeBro pitched the first game. She pitched in relief against St. Mary's yesterday morning, and she started in the final game of yesterday against A&M International, a complete game 7-2 victory, which allowed for them to earn a spot against St. Mary's here today. But nonetheless, her team trails 3-0 as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Stay tuned, more upcoming right after this. You're watching the Heartland Conference Tournament right here on the Rattler Network.
And welcome back, everyone. Bottom of the 6th, set to get underway. Rattlers 3-0, still the advantage. It'll be Kendall Lucas, the Heartland Conference Player of the Year, leading off. She's 1 for 2 on the day. Single her first time up. The second time up, she grounded one over towards Sardalich. 1-0 now the count. After her, Faith Roberts and then Emily Mayfield due up. And a called strike right there. 1-1 the count. Emily Britton, she's been tremendous. She's allowed 4 hits so far through 5 innings. Here's the pitch. That one lifted towards center field. Going back and making the play on the run is Katie Nichols. 1 away for the Rattlers.
Nichols got a good jump off the ball. Well, right off the bat, Nichols knew where the ball was going, and she made a difficult play look easy, as that's out number 1.
Faith Roberts now coming up. Faith, she's 1 for 2 on the day, a fielder's choice and a single her last time up. Here's Britton. And a called strike 1. Surprising statistic on Emily, yet to throw a strikeout today. But it hasn't mattered, as the defense behind her has been very, very good. Off speed. Oh, strike 2.
Come on, Emily, don't do that. Oh my goodness, that was filthy.
0-2 the count. And I gotta say, not sure what's going to be coming out of the hand of Britton next. Good job of fouling that one off by Roberts. 0-2 the count will remain.
And normally we see Emily pitch outside, try to get the batter to chase. On that one, not willing to waste a pitch.
I think she's so dialed in at this point that she's just going to try to pound the zone. Trying to nibble at that corner right there. 1-2. And I tell you, dialed in would be the phrase right now, as Britton very well could be pitching her last game at home in a St. Mary's uniform.
Oh, good job by Sardalich, able to let that ball go foul. She had intentions of fielding it, but allowed for it to roll foul, and we'll see another pitch.
1-2, the count remains. Smart play there by Sarlich, as you mentioned. Roberts got a good jump out of the box. Mayfield waits on deck. Here's Britton. And that off-speed pitch, that's about all you can do with it. Lofted towards center, coming on, and making the call is Nichols, 2 away. Good play there by Nichols, taking firm control there. Villa was there and possibly could have made the play, but an easier play for the center fielder's Nichols.
And now that'll bring up Mayfield, who is 0 for 2.
Emily grounded into a fielder's choice her last time up. Also lined one over towards Villa. Oof, just missing on that one was Britton.
As you mentioned, Emily Britton in one of those zones, as her 1-0 pitch just misses. 2 balls, no strikes. During the break we mentioned, and prior to the break we were talking about whether or not fatigue could be an issue, but you mentioned something very interesting about not necessarily it being fatigue, as Mayfield able to rip one to left center, and she gets a stand-up double.
Well, the thing about it, as nice hit there by Mayfield, it might not so much be fatigue that leads to you pitching a little bit worse or not being able to throw as hard in softball. It might be the fatigue leads to frustration, and it's inevitable. It's not really something that you can work through, but anytime that you're tired, it can lead to something possibly going wrong being magnified a little bit. As that one's out of the zone, 1-0. Lauren Brode stepping to the plate. She's 0 for 2 today. A ground out to short and a pop up to right. The Rattlers outfield, they're playing very deep. If there's any kind of single, they're wanting to be able to come in and run to it. That one hit to Medina, played off her hip, the throw in time, and that'll do it for the inning. So a threatening double there by Mayfield, but the Rattlers able to work their way around it once again. 3-0, the score still remains. The top of the 7th coming up, the last chance at insurance runs for the Rattlers.
With 12 premier institutions across 4 states, the members of the Heartland Conference are proud partners of their communities and NCAA Division II. We are committed to the academic and athletic success of our student athletes. The Heartland Conference offers a vibrant championship experience with schools that are nationally competitive, engaged with their communities, and supported by hundreds of thousands of fans who promote a positive game environment. To learn more about the Heartland Conference, visit us at heartlandsports.org. Choose Division II. Choose the Heartland Conference.
And welcome back, everyone. Top of the 7th, top of the order for the Rattlers. Sardolich, Nichols, Vidrine, all of them due up this inning for the Rattlers. Nicole, 1 for 2 on the day. She's reached on a walk as well. An RBI, a run scored, filling out the stat sheet for Sardolich, as she's been doing all year long. DeBro out there in the circle. Corner infielder's playing a step shallower for Nicole. She is a bit of a speedster, as the outside corner is caught right there for a called strike 1. DeBro shaking off a couple signs. Looks like she has what she likes now. And that one floated, but a bit high, 1-1. Nichols waiting on deck for what could be her last at bat at home as a St. Mary's Rattler. Graduating senior. That one hit back to Brow, able to make the play. The underhanded toss. Ooh, almost a little bit too high, but able to nab Sardalich either way. 1 out. And now here comes Nichols to the plate. Katie, 0 for 2 today. She's popped out to center, reached on an air, sac bunt as well. See if she can manage to notch a hit right here. DeBro, she has her sign. And a called strike 1. Very nice pitch there from DeBro. That one ran right on the inside corner. Good velocity as well.
Katie Nichols, a redshirt senior from San Marcos, Texas, looking to get aboard here with 1 out here in the top of the 7th as she takes the delivery from DeBro for ball 1.
Katie just making it back in time for this Heartland Conference tournament. I have to tell you, it's very nice to have her back. A very dependable bat there in that number 2 spot. Able to do whatever it is you call upon her to do. You want her to bunt? More than capable. If you need a single, she can do it as well. A Heartland Conference first teamer 2 times in her career.
And not to mention her prowess in the outfield as she fouls that one off. Nichols in the last half inning had several impressive plays in the outfield. As the count now 1-2.
Nichols being named all-conference once again this year. So that one's fouled back. She'll hang on, 1-2. All Heartland Conference second teamer is Nichols. Here's the 1-2, and she fouls that one off. We'll do the 1-2 again.
And that'll continue with Nichols. 1-2 is still the count.
Katie, I think the statistic though, although we talk about all the batting statistics, the statistic she'd be most proud of in center field, only committing 1 error this entire season. That's tremendous to do. You're telling me you only bobbled 1 time, or maybe even I don't think she dropped 1. I think she had a little bobble that allowed for an extra base, and besides that, you were perfect in the outfield. That's a great stat right there. Another one fouled back, 1-2 once again. DeBro, the delivery. That one in the dirt, 2-2.
DeBro trying to get Katie chasing on that one, but Nichols having none of it as the count now all even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Here's the 2-2. Nichols pulling the hands in, able to get around on it, and a single for the senior Nichols.
A tough at-bat right there. And Katie Nichols able to get the better of that 8-pitch at-bat.
First, that's going to bring up number 19. Oh, you!
Here comes Vadrine to the plate. A 3-time all-conference selection in just as many years. Here's the pitch. Vidrine showing bunt. Nichols has to dive back to first.
And good job by Casey Olson, able to leap up and prevent the ball from spilling into the outfield. Crisis averted right there for both teams.
1-0 the count. DeBro the delivery. And that one outside as well. And 2-0 now the count. Not in a situation DeBro wants to get into right here. I mean, you got a good hitter like Vidrine at the plate and you're behind her. And you can't really pitch around her because then you got to deal with Haley Richter with 2 aboard. And a called strike right there. That's a great pitch to go to. You're down in the count. And go to the changeup of all things. Great pitch.
And DeBro has been finding her mark with that pitch. Let's see if she goes back to it. She does, but that one just missing. 3-1 now the count to Taylor Vidrine.
DeBro, a little bit jittery out there, bouncing up and down. Here's the 3-1, and inside. So it'll be 2 Rattlers aboard, and Haley Richter will step to the plate. Haley, she had a single her last time up. 1 for 3 on the day.
Make some noise, Rattler fans.
This is the last chance for the Rattlers to add on insurance runs here in the top of the 7th, I should say. Here's the pitch. And that one caught the inside corner, called strike 1.
On deck for the Rattlers is Reagan Patterson.
Here's the 0-1.
And Haley able to hold up her swing as Roberts faked the throw over to second, but no one was covering the bag, so no harm, no foul, as the count all even at 1 apiece for Haley Richter.
You see Nichols getting a huge secondary lead as that one hit to left directly at the outfielder Mayfield. 2 away now.
We're going to hold it first and second.
So 2 away. Reagan Patterson once again will be asked to come up clutch for these Rattlers. Reagan 3 for 3 on the day, a double, 2 singles, 2 RBIs for the freshman. Here's DeBro. And that one out of the zone, 1-0.
Great patience shown there by the freshman Patterson. Runners on first and second with 2 outs. Oh, Reagan fooled by that one. And she swung right through it.
Took a big cut right there. I think she was trying for the fences. And you see Nichols, that huge secondary lead at second base, kind of daring Roberts, the catcher, to throw down there. If she does so, she might just break for third base, like we saw the Hilltoppers do last inning. This one hit into right field, and it will fall. Nichols being waved around, and she'll score. Vidrine, she'll have to retreat back to third base, but Patterson, 4 for 4 on the day, 3 RBIs and a 4-0 Rattler lead.
What a day it has been for Reagan Patterson, delivering a beauty of a hit right down the right side. This has been a day to remember for Miss Patterson.
Oh man, what'd she eat for breakfast? Get me some of that. Villa now at the plate. Last time up, she hit a sharp liner right back to DeBro.
And Reagan probably ate her Wheaties this morning, as now she extends the Rattler lead to 4-0 now the score.
0-1, Villa smacks that one, but well foul, 0-2 now. And the ball finally retrieved by Mayfield. And that extra insurance run, we've seen already this weekend how important every insurance run can be. In fact, earlier on in round 2 of the winners bracket, when these two teams faced off against one another. Here's the 0-2. Villa hitting that one over to third, a 2-hopper. And Broad able to handle it, but not before the Rattlers able to tack on 1 run off of 2 hits, 2 left on base. Patterson coming through once again for the Rattlers, who will now turn to Emily Britton to close it out. The bottom of the 7th and possibly the conclusion of the Heartland Conference Tournament coming up next.
We have so much to celebrate in Division 2. We're especially proud of our commitment to make a wish.
Division II student athletes led the 10 initiative to raise funds and help grant wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions.
Nearly $1 million have been raised, and hundreds of children's wishes have been granted. We play hard, we work hard, and we support others in need. Why? It's simple.
Because we care.
And welcome back, everyone. Bottom of the 7th, about to get underway. 4-0. The Rattler lead, 3 outs away from a Heartland Conference championship. I'm Joe Rodriguez. Brian Magliuan in the booth as well. First pitch dealt in there, called strike 1 to Katie Carney.
And this could very well be the last time we see Emily Britton pitch inside this softball stadium, as she moves ahead in the count. 0-2 now.
What a career, I gotta tell you. And Emily Britton just showing it all here today. Carney, Bogart, Olsen due up for the Hilltoppers. Here's the 0-2, off speed, and that one off the plate and up high as well. 1-2 now. And you could feel it building over the past few innings, but it's all come to a head right now. The anticipation, everybody at the edge of their seat or standing. Here's the 1-2. Britton trying for that outside corner, but just missing. 2-2. 2-2. Call strike 3 as Britton registers her first strikeout of the ball game.
And what a time to do that. Here in the bottom of the 7th inning, St. Mary's now 2 outs away from winning the championship.
Here comes Bogart to the plate. Bogart 1 for 1 today. She doubled. She came in for Irvin in the top of the 4th. Britton dealing. That one fouled off down the third base side, 0-1. St. Mary's looking to conclude their incredible season here at the softball field. Here's the 0-1. That one hit but foul down the left field side. 0-2 now for Bogart. And what a season it's been. 18 game winning streak, a 14 game winning streak. Season that saw St. Mary's ranked as number 3 in the nation.
And now they are currently ranked number 15 in the country. The number 1 team in the Heartland Conference, trying to finish off St. Edward's here as the 0-2 pitch from Britton misses, 1-2.
Bogart stepping back in. Emily knowing what she's going to throw. Here's the pitch. That one hit on over to Medina. Throw across the diamond in time. St. Mary's, a single out remains.
And it will be up to Casey Olson to continue St. Edward's season.
Olson 0 for 1 today. A walk, stolen base. She lined out her last time up. That was to Villa. Two away. Back to Britton. And that'll do it. Heartland Conference champions, your St. Mary's Rattlers.
The St. Mary's Rattlers doing it at home, finishing off the St. Edward's Hilltoppers by a final of 4-0. What a way to close out the season here at the softball stadium.
And no other way to do it than having Emily Britton providing the shutout. Only 5 hits allowed today. Her second shutout in the Heartland Conference. It's clear that these Rattlers came to play, one goal on their mind, and they were able to accomplish it. Heartland Conference champions once again.
And as you mentioned, it was fitting that Emily Britton was the one to record the final out of the game. A 5-hit shutout. St. Mary's, a terrific season. They finished the year with a record of 46-12, winning all 3 games they played here in the Heartland Conference tournament, culminating in this championship victory in front of their home fans.
For St. Edward's, they finished the year 34-23. They'll be looking for an at-large bid to regionals. St. Mary's guaranteed to go to regionals as the representative from the Heartland Conference. Brian, saw a couple of great performances today. We talked about Britton already, but talk about Patterson and what she contributed to the plate as well.
Reagan Patterson 4 for 4 on the day with 3 RBIs. Looked anything but a freshman, and she had her fingerprints all over this ball game as St. Mary's clinching the Heartland Conference title.
And sending off the seniors in the right way, Maricela Bassara, Emily Britton, Katie Nichols, all playing perhaps their last game at home here by finishing out as the Heartland Conference champions. Well, Brian, I believe that's going to do it for us. St. Mary's, once again, the Heartland Conference champions. Be sure to stay tuned. We're going to have the presentation of the all-conference team along with the plaque for the Heartland Conference champions, the St. Mary's Rattlers. For Brian Maglugluan, Chad Peters, Robin Johnson, David Tovar, everyone here at the Rattler Network, I'm Joe Rodriguez, and as always, take care, everyone.